Gabby here, and today we are going to do something new. We're going to actually decorate a room in my house because I have not been doing much interior design on my island, or of my house really, so I wanted to still keep the kind of witchy, cute vibe that I sort of had going. And for today's little voiceover chit chat story time, I guess, I asked over on Instagram, what would you rather hear me talk about? Either my addiction to bad reality TV or a horror story from work. And by far, hearing me talk about retail horror stories won significantly. But the reality TV fans definitely tried. They really did. I see you. Maybe one day I'll talk about my obsession with 90 Day Fiancé, but not in this video. So, I'm actually going to share a story from not my current job. I'm going to share one from an older retail job I had, just for keeping my job purposes. Maybe someday I'll tell you stories of my current job, because I have a plethora of crazy retail stories. If you don't know, I've worked in retail for 4 years. So here's one I got for you. So this story is from the good year of 2018. During the summer, I work more retail, so I got a position at a store, a luxury fashion store in a luxury mall. So it was a very big deal. I was very excited. I want to work in fashion or cosmetics, so I was very excited to kind of learn more about luxury products and be in that type of environment. It's like my ideal. It was like my ideal position at the time. And I will not say the name of the store for very obvious reasons, but I worked at this store since the opening. I came on to help literally open the store, help with the layout, shelving product, pricing product. I was there since day one. And I really liked the people I was working with. I really liked the kind of company motto or policy of the customer is your friend. You're gonna chit chat, and it's a very social thing. This company really wanted salespeople that would just openly approach a customer, kind of figure out what they want and best help them. So basically, I was working as a retail salesperson / fashion stylist. So I kept up with trends, and yeah, that's mainly what I worked to do. So I feel like I also have to preface this with, this store that I worked at was not very common where I lived, so I feel like the overall company's policy of the second you walk in the store, someone comes up and greets you and kind of chit chats with you. It's not pretty common where I live. And let me know in the comments, is that normal? Do you normally experience shopkeepers, the second you walk in the store, they come up to you and kind of start talking? Or is that not really normal where you live either? Because for me, that wasn't super normal. So honestly, at first, it felt really unnatural. And even the people I would approach would be like, can you leave me alone? I just want to shop, which fully understood. Believe me, if I'm in a store, I just want to look around and shop. I don't want someone asking me 50,000 questions either. Don't blame them. So I think because that model of business isn't super common where I lived, I think that's why I have so many crazy stories from working at this store. So here's one of them. I feel like I had to give all that background information or else you wouldn't understand how crazy this day was. So, this was on a day that my manager was not there. We could get on and talk about my manager from that job, but that's like a whole other story. But basically, the manager's best friend was like the assistant manager. And so on one of the days where I was working with the assistant manager, which was, I'm pretty sure it was a Sunday. Yeah, it was a Sunday. So it was pretty chill in the mall. It wasn't super busy. Like, even my friends that worked at the other, like, luxury stores, they didn't have many customers either. So it was a pretty chill day in the mall. Not a ton of customers, mostly just, like, working on, like, inventory stuff. Like, it wasn't too crazy. So I had a customer come in with, like, who I assumed was her friend, because the two of them were, like, chit-chatting, looking around, and I just come over, and I'm like, hey, welcome to blah, blah, blah. Are you looking for anything in particular? And she was like, yeah, I am. I just bought this pair of pants over at this other store. Could you help me find something that would match? And this is what I'm looking to spend. She was looking to spend a lot of money. I'm not even going to say how much money this woman was looking to spend, but she was covered in designer labels. What I found really interesting is she was wearing like she just went to like a spin class, like a gym outfit with like freaking like a Louis Vuitton handbag and like a Chanel wallet and like Gucci sunglasses. Like, I knew every brand this woman was wearing. I was like, oh, this woman means business here. And so she and her friend are looking around, and I'm kind of suggesting things to them. And then out of nowhere, she goes, oh, this is my personal stylist here. I don't need your help with anything. And I go, okay. Just let me know if you have any questions. Like, she came off suddenly as like super rude, even though we were just having like a casual conversation prior to that. And so these two are like the only people in the store the whole time. And she comes over and she just starts making a freaking mess. She's taking shirts off hangers, throwing them. These are like minimum, I think the cheapest shirt we sold was like $80, and it was like an $80 t-shirt with like holes and paint splatters on it. Like, there was nothing cheap in this store. And so she's making an absolute mess. And like, so I'm going around the store cleaning up the mess as she's making it, because I have nothing else to do, and if she doesn't want my help, then I'm not going to force myself in that situation. And the assistant manager was off on her lunch break at this time, so I'm fully alone in the store. Fun fact, they also did not have a panic button in the store, so I had no button to call security ever. So I'm fully alone in the store. And so I'm helping this woman, and she just is beyond rude to me at this point. She's purposefully making a mess. She's seeing me clean up after her, and she would make eye contact with me and then go make a whole mess. Like, she destroyed a jeans display and like was throwing everything. Like, she was throwing shoes, taking like $300 shoes and like throwing them across the store just to watch me go and clean. And then she says, and I'm trying to remember as best as I can. I remember what words she used, but to say I don't remember exactly. She just goes, her stylist friend is like, you should stop doing that. You're being really rude. And she goes, oh, I don't care. The help will clean it up, referring to me. This woman referred to me, just an average employee, as the help. And oh my goodness, I was so uncomfortable. And thankfully, the assistant manager came back at that time. And she kind of asks me what's going on, like, how's the sale going? Because they haven't bought anything yet. And I basically tell her everything about what happened. And she marches over to this woman and starts fully telling her off, being like, how dare you call my employee the help? How dare you? I'm a lawyer. If you want to treat my employees like that, then get the hell out of here. Like, she goes off at this woman. And the woman, oh my God, the look on her face was priceless. She then, in a fit of rage, takes her Louis Vuitton bag, or whatever it was, I'm pretty sure it was Louis Vuitton, and smacks a mannequin over onto the ground, breaks a mannequin, and leaves. Her, like, stylist is, like, frantically running after her, and the two of us are just looking at each other like, what just happened? I never, ever saw that woman come back in the store, but we had, like, told security, like, to look out for her because she literally, like, vandalized the store. And, like, later we realized that she actually damaged product. Like, she cut holes in jeans that didn't have holes and things like that. So we literally had to throw out, like, thousands of dollars worth of product, which is insane to me. I, like, begged my manager if we could, like, donate it, or if I could, like, sew or, like, fix it in some way so we could donate it, but, like, for some reason, the way retail works, we couldn't donate it, which was really upsetting. But yeah, that is an average Sunday working at a luxury mall for you. I don't recommend it. I don't. And here is my spooky, witchy, cute bedroom. I think it is super cute. I wish this is what my room looked like in real life, honestly. And I keep accidentally, for the rest of the ending, I keep accidentally picking up the little fortune-telling set. But I love how this room came out. I think it's really sweet and cozy, while also having, like, a magical garden witch vibe, which is what I wanted. And yeah, I hope you liked hearing this random little story. If you want more stories in these videos, just let me know in the comments, because, like, I have hundreds of crazy retail stories. That, like, we haven't even scratched the surface yet. Like I said, I could tell you about the manager at that old job and how I got cheated out of $1,000, but that's for a whole other video. Now I'm just taking the thumbnail photo, which for some reason was a struggle, but I blinked. Really? I blinked? Oh my God, I did it again. Are you serious? Wow. I really had problems with the freaking buttons today. But like I said, I'm super, super happy with this room. I love the little sewing corner, the little cauldron for making potions, and all the plants everywhere. It just makes me so happy. And the mush lamp. I had to include a mush lamp somewhere in my house, okay? It's like one of my favorite items in the game. If you like this video, though, hit the thumbs up. And if you are new here, hit the subscribe button. I post twice a week. On Wednesdays, you get an Animal Crossing video. And on Saturdays, you'll get a cosplay, fashion, or completely unrelated video. If you have ideas for future builds, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, I think that's everything I got. I will see you over at my next video. Bye!